afternoon we came back to Hanoi, and then we dropped our bags off at the first hotel that we stayed at. They very kindly let us keep our bags there for the afternoon, and then we just walked around Hanoi Old Quarter a little bit more, and then we watched the league at the same pub that we were watching the All Blacks at on Saturday, so that was really nice. So funny, there was a group of like 3 Aussie couples that were on our boat the first night that were there, and so that was really funny because we like roomed at each other. And then this really lovely Australian couple that was on our day cruise yesterday, who we talked quite a lot to, were at the pub as well, so that was really nice. Yeah, nice afternoon here in Hanoi, and then now we are heading on the sleeper bus to Sapa. It's about 6 hours on a sleeper bus, so we'll give you guys a tour of what the bus looks like. But I'm feeling very nervous, just like 6 hours on a bus at night on roads where we don't know, and like the drivers here are crazy. This bus company is really good though. It had a lot of really good reviews, very safe reviews. The Australian couple that we made friends with had done it as well last week, so yeah, feeling quite anxious, as I'm sure that comes as no surprise, but we'll see how it goes. Worst comes to worst, if we absolutely hate the bus and it's like the worst experience ever, on the way back we'll just get the train and hope that that's better. Yeah, but I really hope that Sapa's worth it because I'm in the trenches right now. Okay fam, we are on board now. I'll give you a wee tour. Feeling a little bit less anxious now. Still feeling a little bit like fancy, just obviously don't know what to expect and all of that. It's a lot nicer than I thought, and me and Nico are right opposite each other, right at the back, which is really nice. So I just have this like sleeping bag liner that Dad gave to me and Nico, so he's got one as well, just to like, I guess, protect us, and then there's a blanket as well, but I just wanted like a bit of extra protection between me and the blanket. And there's a light so you can turn your light on and off. You can pull this curtain so you're fully enclosed, and then this is the window, but I can also fully close it like that. So a massage feature. I don't know if mine's gonna work. Lots of space. There's a TV, but probably won't use the TV. And then behind us, Wi-Fi, like a charging cable. Probably won't sleep, knowing me, but feeling a little bit better about it now. Just gonna scroll on TikTok, I guess. The journey to Sapa begins. How spacious?
Yeah, it's good.
He's not. He used to hold my hand the whole time. No, none of that. And a mirror. Oh, great angle for mirror selfies. The thing that I will say is that I am 5'6" and I can fully lay down flat. Oh my gosh, we're already starting to. 1 hour check-in. We just stopped for about 10 minutes. Not too sure why, but now we're back on the road. So far it's pretty comfy. It just feels like a moving bed. Yeah, the Wi-Fi is not working, which is annoying, but I've got data, so I can hotspot, and hopefully I can hotspot for the whole drive. Hour 2 check-in. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep, so hopefully I do. Nico is 100% asleep because I've been messaging him and he's not replying. Actually quite comfy, cozy. Yeah, the road is obviously really bumpy, but at times it's like fine. Also, I forgot to say that one of our godsends on this whole travel is that the hotel that we're staying at in Sapa have agreed for us to like check in early. They've said that it's fine for us to check in early, so we're paying an extra 20 New Zealand dollars, but once we get to Sapa at like 5 AM, the van will just drop us straight to our hotel, and then we have a room all set up ready to go. We can just like get a bit more extra
extra sleep before we start exploring Sapa, so that is an absolute godsend. It's 4:30 right now. What's that, like hour 6? I didn't update for the rest of it because I'm pretty sure I was asleep. Like, I actually do think that I was like sleeping for most of it. I just looked on the map. It's about an hour from here to Sapa, so we should arrive around 5:30. I think that the last part is supposed to be quite windy, so I'm just going to take an anti-nausea tablet and hope for the best. We made it! Okay, 6 hours later. Actually, it was more like 7. 6, 7? Later, we made it. How was your sleep? Grateful that we're about to get into bed and sleep. Hello from Sapa, everyone. We made it around 6 o'clock this morning. Then we just got a grab to our accommodation and then we literally crashed out and we slept. It's now 1:30. So we had a big sleep, which was nice, and now we're just going to get some cash to pay for our accommodation. Also do some laundry. This is the biggest traffic jam right now. Laundry is getting washed finally, and we've just come to the cafe next door just to get a quick bite to eat. How was your experience on the bus?
I didn't really like it, but it was okay. I'd rather do the train on the way back, but just compare them to see which one you prefer.
Yeah, definitely better than I thought, but it wasn't amazing. Yeah. So no, would be interested to see what the train's like. So we might have a look and see about changing to the train. We got the, what's it called? Banh mi chow, which it's like a deconstructed banh mi, and then it's it there. It looks quite yum. Okay, we're off to dinner. Oh my gosh, the hills here are so steep. The cheapest thing because we're trying to save as much money as possible, but chicken fried rice and then chicken fried noodles, chicken stir fried noodles, and we're just gonna share them. Yum. Morning everyone, happy Sunday. I know what you're thinking, you're in a long sleeve and it's summer. Wow, this part of Vietnam gets really cold. Right now it's about 18 degrees, so I just wanted an extra layer just in case, because it can get down to as low as 13 in the summer. We are off to Cat Cat Village today, which is about a 2k walk, but before that we're going to get a coffee. It's very mountainous here, very different to anywhere that we've gone to so far. And yeah, we also discovered last night that in the winter it actually snows here, so that's how cold it gets. We're almost on the border of Vietnam and China. I think you can like cross over to China from here. How are you liking Sapa?
It's alright.
It's like almost like Queenstown in a way. It kind of feels like you're in Queenstown or like Switzerland or somewhere. It's interesting. Very, very hilly, and cars aren't supposed to come down here. But yesterday we got stuck twice walking up and down here because like cars were like getting stuck even though they're not supposed to come down. We are walking
quite a steep terrain. Can't say this is the safest walk we've ever done, but you know what, it's beautiful and we'd rather walk than catch a grab. These are the vibes, absolutely gorgeous. One thing that we have just been talking about is like, oh my gosh, there's even ferns on the glass. Oh jeez, glass on the ground, ferns.
What did you slip it?
I didn't. One thing that we have been saying is that coming to Vietnam, the scenery is so beautiful, like it's absolutely gorgeous, but like New Zealand is just as beautiful. It's so weird, like this reminds us quite a bit of like Queenstown area. It's not the most incredible scenery in the world because it's so similar to home. It's like one of those things where it's so beautiful but it's not anything too crazy. I guess it would be different if you came from somewhere that didn't have, yeah, not something that we've not seen before. Like I guess it would be different if you came from a country that doesn't have scenery like this, or you've come from a big city. Not to say that we aren't grateful to be here, because we are, but just like little observations like that, which is why we're also glad that we didn't do the Hajian Loop, which is 4 days motorcycling in like similar terrain. And one, motorcycling isn't for us, two, it's very dangerous, and three, it just seems very similar to like the views you get back home.
Doesn't you just come down to here?
Guys, it's a fake waterfall. There's all of these costume places and you rent out the costumes and then take photos. And then there was also a place where you can get your makeup done as well for the photos. We just did this, it was really fun. Wait, look at these people. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was fun. But it was like quick.
Yeah, it was pretty short, but it was fun. Back up this mountain we go. It's really steep. Beautiful lake and mountains. So we're just walking around here, reconnecting with nature after that village. So it was called the Cat Cat Village and we hated every second of it.
Other than the slide.
Yeah, the slide was really fun, but the village itself was very commercialized, and I will say it makes me feel really sad that the local community and the local people, the Hmong people, have to commercialize their culture in that way, because obviously that's how they're making a living. Like, that makes me feel really sad. But call us woke, but we just hated it. It felt, so you could rent costumes and get your makeup done and then you took photos, and all of the waterfalls were fake. It was interesting because there were a lot of people taking these photos in the costumes.
It cost $2 New Zealand to sit on a horse and take a photo.
Yeah,
Like,
it just felt very commercialized, and then
it was just
were,
photos, and then every single, like, there was no houses or anything.
Yeah.
Like, the houses must be tucked away, just
yeah,
hidden. because it was just all renting out the outfits
and taking
and
photos.
taking photos. So that's all it was.
And then there was a cultural performance, and I thought, oh, this is going to be cool, but it was kids, and it is just like on the map that they gave us, it said please do not give like candy or money to the children because it encourages them to not go to school. And I've seen things online about how like a lot of the kids, there's like always little kids doing performances, and you shouldn't encourage it because their parents know that the kids are going to make more money than like what they would do if they were doing performances, so then they keep the kids out of school to make money for the families. And it's really sad. Like,
This is probably the only place so far that we've seen kids perform.
yeah, but yeah, I don't know, call us woke, whatever, but it made us feel really uncomfortable and like really icky, and it was not a place where we enjoyed at all. It just like made me think, like, just imagine in New Zealand if we had commercialised like a huria Māori, and you could do like marae tours, and it was all like set up to cater towards foreign tourists, and you know, like you dress tourists up in like essentially costumes. I don't know,
It was strange.
it was really, really strange.
It didn't feel real. Like,
Nah,
didn't feel like authentic. It felt like it was all a show.
like put on
Yeah.
for the sake of tourists, because this was the reason that we didn't go into that long neck Karen village when we were in Chiang Rai, is because we felt really uncomfortable with the fact that it was like a human museum catered
It's like a
to
human
tourists.
zoo.
Yeah, like a human zoo.
But yeah, we didn't see any locals in the village. Like when we just walked around,
Yeah.
like it was all tourists.
Or like people taking, I don't
People
know.
taking photos with their outfits on, but like the only locals we saw were the kids performing.
Yeah.
Other than that, there was no other. Oh, and the workers, but like there was no people just like living life.
Yeah.
Like it was.
But
all so
even
that
then,
they
like
could...
I wouldn't want to pay to go and see people live their life. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was quite an odd thing.
I thought it was just for the slide. I didn't realize it was a full-on
Yeah.
village.
Like, glad we went just to see, but I wouldn't recommend it, and I wouldn't go back. And we left quite quickly. Like, I saw a TikTok of these people, and they're like, you can stay for 2 to 3 hours. We stayed for about half an hour, because the whole, like, as soon as we walked in, I was like, I do not like this one bit.
There were still other parts to look at, and like we could have like gone further into the village, but
Yeah, I don't know.
it
Maybe
just felt.
maybe we're too woke.
I don't
Or
know.
like,
if
I
it's
don't know.
woke.
It's just
You just feel bad.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like trying to be like, oh, shut it down, stop it. Nah, it's just like you just feel bad for the people.
yeah, because like on one side you feel like, oh, this is sad because this is how they're making their money, but then on the other side it's just, I don't know, not something that I would like want to invest my money into.
I also don't like, well, just weird to me that when they do the makeup you have to be like pale.
Yeah, it's that beauty standard over here of like being pale is like the ultimate beauty, so then there's like a very obvious difference between their face colour and their body colour. Yeah, it's very interesting. But yes, anyway, we're just reconnecting with nature, walking around this lake, gonna get some lunch. Beautiful views around here. This is a really nice part of Sapa. I preferred this part of Sapa than the other part. But yeah, just thought that we would kind of tell you guys what that was like. So far that's kind of seemed what Sapa's like, so it'll be interesting when we do the trek tomorrow how we feel, because yeah, so far it seems a lot more commercialized than did we not?
No.
Hey, market time! Yum! Holy, look at those plums! Oh.
nothing. It's okay, no problem. For you is bad. Big boy. Listen, you can do everything game, you win. I see. You look, you're a big boy.
Yeah.
Limited, eh? You do limited. Outfit. So good. Perfect. Bad. Hey. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Never had a Chicago pizza before. Are you excited?
Yeah.
We got Chicago and then a very interesting looking barbecue chicken. Yum.
I think that gay cruise is
So today we are going up here, highest mountain in Indochina. Let's get it. So we didn't really update you guys that much yesterday, except for saying that we really disliked the Cat Cat village, but we're actually leaving Sapa early. Today we have a full day and we're going up the Fancy Pan mountain, which is what I just showed you. But then tomorrow we're leaving at midday instead of midnight, and then spending an extra night in Hanoi. We just honestly feel really uncomfortable here. It's very different to how it's portrayed on social media, which we obviously had no idea because we were just going off what we knew on social media, but it's very commercialized. Like, it's not a rural mountain town at all. I think it would be nice if you were coming here to like hike for 4 days or whatever and that's all you were doing, but obviously that's not what we did. I think it's like the vibe is like the Wairoa here is just really off and we just feel really uncomfortable. There's also like a lot of kids. They are like very little, like 3 and 4 years old, and then they'll carry their little siblings on their back and they beg you for money, or they beg you to buy whatever they've made. We're supposed to discourage it because their parents don't send them to school because they're making money, but it's just like a really odd like ethical dilemma, I guess. Yeah, it's just very different to what we thought it would be, and I think it's also coming from like we have our own cultures that I look at, like how the culture here and the indigenous people here have had to commercialize their like entire being, and I just think how sad that would be for us, and so I just really don't agree with it. And like we would not have come here knowing that like these things were happening. It's really hard to explain, but yeah, and obviously we are part of the problem because we're tourists coming here, but like I said, if we had known that this is what it was like, we would not have come. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna go up this mountain, make the most of it, and then head to Hanoi tomorrow, which we really enjoy. So probably the place where I've actually felt personally the least safe. Like even in Bangkok I was like, oh, you know what, like the people to me felt reasonably harmless. Here I feel very, very unsafe, even with like Nippon. It's just, yeah, if I was by myself I would hate it, and I would have been like on the first bus out basically. So yeah, how do you feel?
Just don't mind it.
Anyway, you live and you learn. We wish that we'd seen stuff on social media about this. Yeah, but what can you do? I'm gonna get some food first, but this is the like entrance to the Fancy Pan place. There's a Starbucks. It's quite expensive, but we're not doing anything else and we just want to like do something that's going to be at least a little bit fun. So I got a coffee. I got an iced Americano with salted foam. It looks really yum. Although, what's up with the lack of water? There's hardly any water. Interesting. And then Nico got lunch from Lotteria.
Yeah.
So Nico's lunch was $15 in total, just under. Double cheeseburger. Chips and then 2 chicken pieces. Nice. So we've got our tickets, payment successful, ready to go.
That are conserved and taken care of.
At the top where the cable cart gets to, and there is a shopping centre. Not quite the peak in Hong Kong, but pretty similar. Oh yum, that looks good. Ice cream. Delicious. And then that is the top up there. So we're gonna walk up. This is the reality of these Southeast Asian countries. Beautiful, well we can't really see much because it's so foggy, but you know, beautiful scenery, and then you have heaps of rubbish. Very, very sad. And then up there as well, like beautiful, but then rubbish. You can get that car up as well, but we've decided to walk. How do you feel about what's on the Buddha?
I know it was originally a sign of peace, and I get that. After World War II.
Yeah, it's definitely very interesting. This is a bit about the Buddha. Pause to read. There's a symbol on the Buddha, and it's the universal sign of peace, but it was also used in World War II.
It was the Nazi symbol, but
Yeah.
tilted, like it's not the same.
But it's just very interesting to see it on a Buddha.
It's the same shape, it's just not.
Yeah. Oh, very cloudy now. Because it's
At a
in,
different angle.
yeah, and it's also interesting to see it because here there's a lot of communism flags up as well. It's like seeing the communism flag with that sign. The other thing that's very interesting about coming to the touristy places here in Vietnam is that they always have background music. So there's speakers playing traditional Vietnamese music right now as you walk through here. On the cable cart there was also music, and then when we were in Ninh Binh and we were walking up that little staircase to the temple, there was also music. They were speakers disguised as rocks hidden in. So yeah, it's very, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very loud. While we've been up here, the cloud has well and truly moved in, but that's okay. I'm glad that we've done this.
Are you?
Oh, negative Nancy over here.
C'est cher, c'est 32 euros. Ça me fait 32 euros.
Our last night in Sapa. And a banh mi. This actually looks really yummy. Nicole got an egg banh mi and then you ordered sweet and sour pork to add into it, eh? We got a garlic butter chips. This review is for griddle and griddle only. It's like full on chunks of garlic. These are really yummy. Almost making up for something.
No, it's not.
Let me try. Are you on it?